I do not own the rights to this music because I don't need them cut me out. I do not own the rights to this music. How y'all doing today? We talking about before you have that affair. I know it ain't right for me to be thinking about loving you. I can't tell my heart how to be. Is it cheating? Got me daydreaming. I'm daydreaming. That's how it be when you think about cheating. You be daydreaming, thinking about it. I'm trying to help you out here. I'm trying to help. This was one of my songs right here. Daydreaming got me thinking about you. When the devil got you. I ain't gonna be before you long because I put a lot of energy into yesterday's well, I kind of summed it up in yesterday's video, so make sure you go watch yesterday's on part 2 where I talked about not getting too comfortable with somebody of the opposite sex. So this kind of tied into that category, but it's just different avenues that can be used where the enemy can get in. On my first book, Get a Man, Keep a Man, and when I was doing research writing it, I saw that cheating with a coworker was at the top of the list of people that we cheat with because we spend more time with them than we do at home. Sometimes we spend more time at work than we do at the house. So that's an opportunity if you let your guard down, for the enemy to come in, and so you have to protect yourself by just being self-aware and just knowing if you know you like conversation, if you know that you got to already know that that's making love to the mind. So you got to know that you can't open your heart to anybody. You can't, you got to protect that because, once it open up, hey, it might start steering you somewhere you don't want to go. So if you know that you're attracted to somebody at work or somebody at work make you feel a certain kind of way, that let you know right there, okay, I got to be careful. I got to guard my heart because I know if I open my heart up, baby, because co-workers, if you're not careful, shoot, co-workers will look out for you. They get you lunch, get you gifts, during the holidays. Like you gotta think about all that, So I just want to encourage you to protect your relationship and protect your marriage by knowing that you're spending a lot of time with this person that you're attracted to at work. You got to be careful not to open up the door for the enemy to come in. Because he come in, next thing you know, you have an affair with your coworker because that's at the top of the list, like I say, because you spend more time with them. Y'all be talking. Don't discuss, your relationship with them. You shouldn't be discussing what's going on. Let's put back on this song. You shouldn't be discussing what's going on at your house with them anyway. So you already, messing up. If you talking about what you're going through with your man or your woman, with your coworker or the opposite sex, and they just listening and smelling good and laughing and being there and waiting on that opportunity. And then they might be going through at the house. So now they going through at the house. You going through it at the house. And now that's opened up for the enemy to come in, and now y'all want to be there for each other. Because now you starting to, have feelings for them because you can fall in love with them, actually, because that's how you fall in love, through conversation. And so y'all talking being, what's the word? Having empathy, for each other, what each other going through. And so in order to prevent that, talk to your mate. That should be your best friend. And if y'all having issues where y'all can't talk, go to counseling, get a mediator. Because you do not want to open up Pandora's box and start sharing your hearts, feelings, dreams with somebody else. Protect your relationship. Make that your best friend. Y'all, work on y'all intimacy with each other. Because if not, over time, we're going to have a problem. So that's really all. Hey, AJ, thank you for tuning in. Came to just talk about that. Be careful at work. Be careful on the access. That's what I talked about yesterday, giving too much access to everybody but your mate. Now, everybody should not have the same access to your heart and conversation as your significant other. And as long as you respect that, you're going to be all right. Don't open up the door, because next thing you know, you be at home thinking about it. Think about the conversation, because you got that dopamine fix. You got that high from being listened to and heard, and probably even complimented, considered. Hey, you want some back? I'm finna go. Little things like that mean a lot. You want something back? I'm finna go get something to eat. Okay. And they bring you something, and you like, okay, wow, my wife don't even do that for me. My husband don't even ask me, do I want something back? Wow. They start feeling something within you. So you got to be careful, even with receiving gifts, got to be careful, use wisdom, and you're going to be all right. Whoever you're spending most of your time with, um, be careful with conversations on social media, those private conversations, those private compliments that your wife or your husband don't know about. You got to be careful with it. Like I say, if you can't do it with them right there, don't do it. Let's bring God back into the marriage. Start putting each other first again. Sometimes we human, so yeah, we might fall off with it. Once you recognize I need to do better, come on, bring God back, put the love back in, put the respect back in, put the honor back in. If you want it, it's a continual investment. It's a continual watering. It don't end. It don't end. Marriage is covenant for life. So don't neglect it, protect it. So that's what I came to say. And, I'm just sharing what happened when you don't. When you don't end up not together. The garden dies. The garden dies because you stop watering and then you start watering somebody else. So water the love, water your relationship with love, and start listening to each other again. Putting each other first. I love y'all. Who tuning in today? I see AJ. Who else tuning in? Yeah, it's short and sweet today. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Work wives and work husbands. They ain't nothing to play with. So you can go to Proverbs 5 and talk about the adulterous woman, and then what they say, her words are smooth as honey dripping. Some may say, you know, just be careful out here in these streets. You know, everybody not gonna respect your relationship. It's your job to set boundaries and protect your marriage. So y'all get the book before you have that affair. Click on the link, and before you uh, before you risk losing your family, consider what I have to say in the book. If you're thinking about cheating right now, be encouraged. This too shall pass. Uh-oh. And that's all I got to say today. I ain't gonna force nothing there. Anything else I want to say? I ain't got nothing else to say. All right, then. I love y'all. God bless y'all. Talk to y'all tomorrow.